in saying all of this, I know there probably is someone who's wondering, so Chris, we want to discover, how do I discover my purpose? How do I get to this divine purpose? Where do I understand this God-given assignment? How do I really get this out of me? I know I'm feeling something, right? And I'm going to give you a quick equation for what purpose is. All right, you can write it down. It is your passion plus your expertise plus your service. That equals your purpose. When you take your passion, your expertise, and you serve others, it is your purpose. Because what you are passionate about, right, and what you get really good at, your expertise, your skill set. So a lot of people think that there is no skill set involved, because if you're passionate about baking, means you're good, you can bake, you're good with flour. If you're passionate about technology or electronics, you may be good at fixing different little things. And that expertise, that is a skill set, right? And that increases. And when you use that in the service of others, you see your purpose. Your passion is for you because you feel good. Regardless of if you're getting paid for it or not, you will want to do that regardless. Your passion is for you. Your purpose is for others. So when you use your passion in service of others, it becomes your purpose. I'll say that again. When you use your passion in service of others, it becomes your purpose. All right? So I want us to dive a little deeper. I want us to think about exactly how do you discover this purpose, right? And here we're going on. And Apostle, Pastor, and again, I want you all to forgive me for saying this. How do we discover our purpose? I am not going to tell you to pray about it. I am not going to tell you pray about it. Because here what? Too many of you want to sit down and pray about it and not get up and walk in your purpose. Too much of you want to sit down and pray about it. You want to call apostle and pastor for prayers. It's burning inside of you, but you don't want to get up and walk with God after that.
Oh my God.
You want me to tell you, you know what? Sit down and pray about it. Let God do it for you. It is for you. Your passion is for you. He will fulfill your purpose. Listen. I try not to get emotional because I hear people come to my wife and I for counseling, certain consultation, and they know what they need to do. They know what they need to do. They want to be either spoon-fed or they want us to come and say pray about it. But no, you have to get up. I am tired of that. I am not going to tell you pray about it anymore. You have been praying about it, but you have not been walking. You have not been doing. God said, be fruitful and multiply. He never said, come back for more seed. Now, this is where, education can be valuable as well. You may want to go back to do a course to refreshen, fine tune those skills. All right. And it allows you to discover your gifts even more. All right. It helps you determine exactly how you want to use them. It connects you as well with the people who will help you along that way to fulfill and find your purpose. All right. And now we're looking at the gifts and the strengths here. So let's now identify what would be your passions. All right. Now think about one thing that you're particularly passionate about, right? This can be anything. It could be art, business, alleviating poverty. You want to see about children. You want to help abused women who've been in abusive relationships. These type of things that you want to help alleviate, right? If money wasn't an issue, which is one of the questions at the start, if money wasn't an issue, and if it's one thing that you would get up and do every day, what would you love to do? That is why I asked that question, right? Because determining this passion, right, also often helps you, figure out what God has called for you to do. All right. It's often said that God works at the intersection of our gifts and our passions. All right. Where do your gifts meet your passion? All right. That may be the sweet spot, that may be the space that God's purpose, that God given assignment is what God has for you this morning. All right. And a lot of us know what it is. We've seen it. We've felt it. We've heard the little whispers. It's something that keeps coming back up somehow, keeps poking us to do, yet we never fully engage it. We never decide to put our best foot forward. Maybe because, yes, we still pray, sitting down and praying about it, right? And, exactly how do you move from one place to another, right? So think of your passion as this goal, right? Think about how can you start. Do you need to learn more, all right, so you can do more, all right? And then after you start, like I said as well, some days will not be sunshine and rainbows. You are going to start to encounter some problems, which is fine. You need to, come to these points so that you will understand what you need to shift and what you need to do to grow past them, right? So at this point, you're now diagnosing your problems. You're looking for the root cause of it. It may be a weakness you have. It may be a skill you need to develop. It may be that you really do need to go back and fine tune and get more in the industry and learn what's going on, get up to date, stuff like that. And then, after you're finished diagnosing and realizing and finding the root cause, etc., you can now get to designing what it is you want to do to go forward. Design your to-do list, or as we would have said in the Mantle Movement episode sometime, create your habit list. All right? Design your to-do list and design your habit list, because these are the things that will become part of your lifestyle. And we all know your habits become your lifestyle. What you do every single day contributes. It may be small at times, but progress is progress. There is a process to progress. So it's okay, right, that as you go past these problems, you continue diagnosing. And it's okay if you go you're in a space where you're between that previous step and 4, when you're diagnosing and finding root cause and redesigning that to-do list and your habit list. That is fine, because there is a process to progress. Even in living this purpose-driven life, this God assignment that you have, this good to God thing that you're doing, it's okay to go through that process of progress. However, and this is the main point, at some point you have to recognize that you've got to do it. You can't, you can sit there, saying, yes, I feel this purpose in your gut, but if you don't get up and do it and live it, you will not achieve it. Okay? And I often think about people that want to achieve so much goals and so much things, and they just sit down. They sit down, they know what it is, and they just sit down. My mind is just going back to the testimonies today. Look at how much favor. Look at how much of grace. Look at how much of walking in your faith, right? Let your work prove your faith. Look at how much of that can show you that you can have this purpose-driven life. Yet, you want to call apostle and pastor to preach, right? I am nailing that down, and you might find me harboring on that a lot, but it is the truth. And I want somebody to understand or see that they have been sitting down for too long. I can't sit down for too long because I get a pain in my leg, so I have to get up and walk. All right, I'm feeling so glad, and I'm really glad that Apostle gave me the chance to come and speak to you all today, because we are living in the land that was once the land of the giants, and we have been dwarfing ourselves. I'm smiling, but I'm so dead serious right now. I don't know if anybody, I kind of want to take a little, well, I'm wrapping up basically, but I want to know if anybody has any questions that I could help them address now. So folks, I do want to thank you for your time. I know I didn't talk for a whole hour, but I worked with what I felt passionate, how Lord God, led me to speak this morning. And I hope it did reach somebody, and that it did open your eyes a bit to what you need to do next in your life. All right.